Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to be talking about data entry, internet research, and meeting arrangement as a virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, you need to know how to do internet research. You need to know how to do data entry, and you need to know how to coordinate meetings. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to actually accomplish these three things. So please stick with me from the beginning to the end. Of course, as usual, I'll be teaching you how to do it from your phone. Of course, you're seeing it in my phone and in my hand. Meanwhile, those who want it on laptop, I'll be putting the video in the video description so that if you want to learn how to do it from your laptop, you can also watch that video. But for today, I'm going to be teaching you how to do it completely from your phone. Of course, I told you before, you can do this course from your phone if you don't have a laptop. If you have a laptop, it is a plus for you. So today we are going to be talking about these three things, and I'm going to be touching every aspect of this particular topic. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, please. I appreciate most of you that have been doing it. I appreciate most of you that have been commenting. That is helping me. Now let's continue. Now we are going to be starting with each of them. We are going to be starting with internet research, from internet research to data entry, and from data entry to meeting arrangement, and then we'll call it a wrap for this video. Now let's start with internet research. What is internet research? You must have to understand that as a virtual assistant, there are some times that your boss may actually want you to actually take up some research, to actually research on some topics. Let's say he has a presentation somewhere. He does not have a lot of facts. He does not have a lot of information in that subject. So he will want you to research, either to present as a slide, that's Google presentation or PowerPoint, or maybe he needs it as a document to print out to present somewhere. It will be your duty as a virtual assistant. So how do you do that? Now, before we talk about how you do it, you need to understand there are two basic, or let's say three basic types of internet research. Number one is informational research. Informational research is information that the research that you just go to Google and type just to get random information. For example, if you come to Google like this and then we type, let's say what we'll be using today is project management tools for content creators. So if we choose project management tools for content creators, right? So let's say your boss wants to go and present in this topic. You just come to Google simple and type in this prompt, this topic, click on OK. And then if you click on OK, of course, my phone is always on desktop side. All right. So if your phone is not on desktop side, I've been teaching that. So you have to know how to put your phone on desktop side. So by coming, if you want to put your phone on desktop side, come to this three dotted line. You see desktop side here or desktop mode. If it is not here, come to settings. Under settings, scroll down. You see site settings. We'll see site settings. Site settings. And then scroll down. You see desktop site. And under desktop site, you can now put it on desktop view. My phone is always on desktop site. That's why you can see that is automatically on desktop. So it allows you to operate as if you're on desktop site. But if I want it to be as if it's on a normal phone, it will be. But for today, in this class, I want to put it on desktop site. So I put the topic project management tools for content creators, and it brings out all this information. All I have to do is click on each of them. Maybe some of these topics, there are a lot of topics written by different people. You just click on each of them, read through whatever maybe is in that article, jot down some things for your boss. You click the second one. So this kind of just putting your topic or putting your prompt and getting all this information by reading is what we call informational research. You are just informing, you're just researching for simple information. It's not deep, it's not kind of long. All right. Now the second kind of internet research is what we call deep, or how would I call it? I put it here as in-depth research. All right. In that one, you need to go deeper. You need to go deeper to research on a particular topic. For example, those who are into the academia, those who are maybe, like, let's say you are a virtual assistant to a professor or a virtual assistant to a lecturer. You know that you need to check a lot of materials. You need to check a lot of books. If you are a virtual assistant to a lawyer, a virtual assistant to people who know book, people who are always, they are into all these things. You need to know how to do in-depth research. In-depth research means you need to download PDFs, you need to download books, ebooks download materials like journals. You need to download them just to look for information. All right, so I'm going to be teaching you as well how to do that. So to do that, you can simply come to Google. Let me just return, come to Google like this, and let's say we are talking about that project management for content creators. All I have to do is, if I put the topic here, at the end of the day I can now put PDF. Either I'll put PDF, or I'll put journal at the end, or I'll put ebook, or I'll just put any kind of book that you want. All right, but PDF is usually the best, because if anything, let me just press continue. If there's anything that you are looking online that you need more in-depth, those things are always in form of books. So if I put on the PDF, I'll just highlight. Let me zoom in so that you can be able to see what I'm doing. So the first website we have here is not on PDF. The second one is not on PDF, but we have here project management tools PDF. All right, this one is not on tools on PDF. Just look for anyone on PDF. This one is on PDF, this one is on PDF, this one is on toolbox, and so you just have to go to the one that has PDF. Right, like for this one we have PDF. For example, I'll click on it and then let it open, and then it will open as if it's a book. All right, like something, what I mean by PDF is something like this book. All right, so to see something like this book, if you see it online, it's converted as PDF. If you go to Amazon, those who do Amazon KDP, they call it hardcover. All right, so this is, you are looking for information in books like this online. That's why you have to have PDF at the end of the day. So you can see this one, you can download the PDF. Immediately you download the PDF, you can now go through it. So let me click on download. If I see if this PDF can actually be downloaded. If it can't be downloaded, we go and look for another one. So you don't have to get stuck along the way. Let me click another one, please, because that one is giving tough time to download. So I come here. If you see that there's no PDF file, let me click on this one, and then I want to actually get a PDF so that I can be able to see. You can see this one here is a PDF. All right, this is a PDF, so you can click here to download it, and then you start using it. Let's come back now. If you can't find more of the PDF here, scroll down. You will see that here we have Google, and we have 1, 2, 3. This means you are still in the first page. You can still go to the second page to see more articles like that. You can see them, a lot of them here. You can see them, there are plenty here. So you have to be searching this information in PDF format. So by the time you need to search information in PDF format, in ebooks format, in journals, in newspapers, and then see this in-depth research takes time. All right, it's just like if you are looking for information, you need to, let's say you're looking for information for a book like this, and you find it as a PDF. It means that you have to be reading this book online just because you want to find 10 tools as a 10 project management tools for content creators. You now have to be reading it to find this information. That's why it's called in-depth. It takes time, and if your boss is giving you this kind of task, he always gives you time. So those are the two types of internet research. But there is the other types of internet research that is called data research. All right, it's data research. Now this one, you are looking for figures. Those of you who will be working for people in the finance industry, those of you who will be working for people like in the banking, the accounting, or anything that has to do with like mathematics, figures, right? So it's called data. So you have to also look for website where you can do. So I outlined some of the website here. All right, so let me just give you some of these websites. Now the first website, of course, I've talked about you researching online, right? I've talked about you researching online, and I've talked about in-depth where you put PDF to research. Now if you are looking for more scholar articles, like maybe you are looking for more information and PDF is just one of it, so you can go to a website called Google Scholar. So we'll come to Google and we type Google Scholar. All right, let's come to Google and type Google Scholar and click on send, and then you can see that we have scholar.google.com. This is a website. You click on it and it brings you here. So on this Google Scholar, you can now type in anything that you want. So let's just type in 10, that's the topic we are using, 10 project management tools for content creators. All right, for content creators. So if there is any let me type it correctly. for content creators, and I click on continue. So if I click on continue, you can now see that we have a lot of them. See them, these are articles. These are articles that are written by people who are in the academic industry, all right, or they are school institutions. So you can now be opening each of them and then be reading them and then see how you can now form the list of 10 project management tools for content creators. Now I'm using this topic because this has to do with people who are doing things online, all right, but it doesn't really mean that this is what your boss will give to you. Your boss may give you, maybe working anywhere, you just have to come here and put the topic. All right, now the second website is what we call Statista. Statista is a website where you can actually go to look for information like data. All right, now those of you who are in Nigeria, you know that Vanguard gives you natural information, normal information. Punch newspaper give you natural information. But if you want information about dollar, about naira, about Nigerian economy, you have to go to a website called Nairametrics. So Nairametrics, that's where they give you anything about figures. So for you to get information online about statistics, about data, you need to go to a website called Statista. So we cannot go back. Let's go back again. Now the second website, I'm going to click here and type Statista. I click on Statista and then let me zoom in so that you see what I'm doing. And then we have www.statista.com. I click here. So let's allow it to load. Alright, so this is Statista, and then of course this is the interface of Statista. Are they asking us? Let's accept. And then this is here. Now on Statista, let me zoom in again so that you can be able to see what I'm doing. This is from phone. If you are doing it from laptop, like I'm going to be putting the video in the video description, it's pretty simple. Here as well is just for us to add our topic, and then we are going to search. If there is any data on that topic, the articles or the PDFs in that particular topic will come out. You download them, read them, and you can be able to now make either a slide presentation or a document presentation for your boss. All right, now the next topic is what we call the next website. That is the fourth website, is what we call Answer the Public. I'm simply giving you a website where you can actually do enough research, simple research that can be able to solve your problem. Because sometimes just to do just simple research on Google like that, you may not actually get result. But I'm giving you a website where you can get accurate results. So let's go back again, and then on Google we are going to add answerthepublic.com. Answerthepublic.com. It's a website. Let me click on it, and then let me zoom in again so that you can be able to see what I'm doing. And here you can see answerthepublic.com. Let me zoom in, and then I click on the website. So the website is also going to open, and it's showing us here that we can enter our topic. They enter whether we are searching in English, and then we cannot choose whether we need information based in Nigeria or information based in any country. So if you have a client in UK, you have to ask him or her where that needs data on. So if you need data on dollar to naira, it means that you're going to be using naira and UK, Nigeria and UK. So you can click here and select from the available countries here, and then when you put your topic, select the language, select the country, you can now click on OK, and then all the information are going to come out. You're going to pick them, and then you're going to start doing your work, doing your research by reading and extracting the key points. All right, research is you browsing the internet, reading, and of course jotting down the information that is very vital to you. All right, now, and then the last method you can use to get information is you can use AI. All right, now let me say something in AI. Now on AI, I know that AI is now dominating, and of course AI helps a lot. I use AI every day. I use a lot of AI. I use 3 AIs every day. Number 1 is ChatGPT, number 2 is Gemini, and number 3 is the Meta AI, the one on WhatsApp. Because if I have any issue on WhatsApp, I'm on WhatsApp, I just quickly use it. I don't need to go out of it. So you can use AI to do this work. All right, but before you use AI to do research, please take note. You must have to confirm from your boss. You must have to take permission from your boss that you need AI to assist you, or this data I'm about to give you is from AI, because some people don't like AI data. All right, because AI may be wrong. You have to take note of that. And if you don't know how to prompt on AI, it may be difficult for you to get even good information. So I usually teach prompt engineering, but I don't have video on this channel how to do prompt engineering. But if you want me to make that video for you, please kindly tell me in the comment section, coach, please make video for us on prompt engineering, and I'll show you how to get maximum result from any AI at all. The video will be posted here for free. So kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and if you want me to do that, tell me in the comment section. I will do that. So if you know how to prompt AI, you can actually use AI to do your work. So the best AI, the very best AI I want you to use, if at all they give you permission to use, is ChatGPT. We have other AIs. If you want to use them, go ahead. But I'm recommending ChatGPT because that is the AI that I know that has the optimum output. Alright, so if you want to get AI, let me just show you briefly. You can come, of course, you can go to Play Store and download it if it's on phone, or you can still access it through your Chrome. But I have the app, so I don't usually use the one on Chrome, except if I'm doing from laptop. Alright, so you can now come to your ChatGPT and you can click on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is going to load, and then I'm going to put my topic here, and then you say 10 project management tools for content creators. So I'm going to put 2026. That's if at all I want, depending on the topic or whatever you are doing. So I can now click on continue, and then it's going to search. It says here is a list. You can see top 10 project management tools, and you can see that it's not giving you any artificial information. It's even giving you the sources. The sources is Body Boss. This thing is a website where he brought that in the ChatGPT brought that information. So this information are real information. Number 1, Trello. Number 2, this, and then of course number 10. You can see very clean information. All you have to do is either you highlight all, or you can just quickly click on this, and the all information has been copied. Now if you now did this, you can see continue prompting. Please add 2 for me, please add 3 for. That's why if you want me to make that video on prompt engineering, just tell me, I will do the video and it will help you. All right, just help me subscribe to the channel. That's the only thing you are doing for me. Thank you so much. So if you copy the information, now the information could be in order for you to either create a Google document for him to maybe print out and do whatever you want to do, or slide presentation. Let's take a Google document. So for you to do that, let's say you want to put it on Google document, you can come to Google, and then on Google I just type here and type google.com, and then it will come here because I want to get this Ruby icon here. I want to come here. Remember I taught you this from day 2. So I will come here and quickly click on Google Docs because I want to use it. What kind of Google Docs I want to use? Let me choose this one, and then Google Docs is going to open. That is from phone, and then I'm going to click on plus. I'm going to click on new document, and then of course I'm going to paste my work here. If I paste my work here, I can now try to edit it by removing this. I don't need all of these. All I need is the 10, so I can also delete all these ones, and then this one here as well, I can now delete it. I can now start arranging it properly and do everything. So if you do everything here, the work is going to look proper. All right, and then all you have to do is copy the link and then send it to your boss, and then he's going to access it from here and print or do whatever you want to do, if that's a Google document. If it is Google slide, all you have to do is paste it here as well, and then you have to be copying one per slide to design your slide. It's as simple as that. Now, but before we actually do this, I want you to understand something, that information gotten from the net or information gotten from ChatGPT are not actually 100% correct. So what I want you to do is I want you to use softwares like Grammarly or Quillbot to actually check your grammar or check the sentences or everything to ensure that everything is correct. Of course, remember I said a virtual assistant is a professional, so you must have to ensure that every of your work is professional. So you can check your work on Grammarly, or like Google Docs used to highlight where you have error like that for you, right? But I don't know why it's not doing now. But once it's connected, okay, it's doing. I can see that publish is underlined in red. So if I click on it, it will help me say if the correct thing is published. You can see that ChatGPT write double L, but here is one L, so I cannot click. So that's why I like Google Docs, and I don't even have Microsoft Word in my phone, in my laptop, right? So you can now use it, but you can also need to use ChatGPT or Grammarly. They are simple. I have Grammarly and ChatGPT, but for this video I'm going to show you how to use it on Quitbot. All right, Grammarly, most of you use these tools. They are free, but just use them. All right. So to do that, I'll come to Chrome again, then I'll come here and I'll type Quillbot. Quillbot is very good. When I was a writer, this helps me a lot. So quillbot.com, let me show you the website. Click on it. Then you can just register with your email or register with just register with your email. It's pretty simple. It doesn't have to cost you anything. Right? Especially if your phone is on desktop side like this, everything works seamlessly. All right, so I can come here. They're asking me to sign in. So I have an account as FM the Dentist, so I can sign in. So if you don't have, you can sign up. All right, so we have it here, and then let me close this. Please let me close this. Close it, and then hold. And then here we have that we can do grammar checker, we can do AI detector to detect if it's from AI, we can do paraphrasing to plagiarism checker, AI humanizer, and all of this. So then we can see more tools as well. So AI chart, translate, flow, summarizer. We want to check grammar, we want to correct grammar. So click on grammar, and then it's going to give us opportunity to put. So let me click on cancel, and then here I'm going to paste my work. Sorry, here I'm going to click here to paste. Let me just click on paste my work, and the whole of the work I copy from ChatGPT will be posted here for me. You need to understand that if you are using the free version, it only accepts, I think, 1,000 words or so per time. All right, so you have to be copying and copying if at all it's more than. So you can see that immediately we don't even need to click anything. But your own, if you are using a laptop like I'm going to be showing you, I showed you on the video, maybe there's a place just click humanize or grammar check. But here they did not even show us that, and it shows already that the work has 12 grammar suggestions, and we need to accept all. And if you accept all, it's going to automatically fix everything for us, and then we are going to copy it and go. This is pretty simple. Like, you like what I'm giving to you, kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video. All right, tell me in the comment section once again, I am an active virtual assistant. That is you, not me. All right, you are an active virtual assistant. Of course, I'm an active virtual assistant, but you as well, you are also an active virtual assistant. So this is how to do it, and the internet research is pretty simple. So use all the websites I've given to you. Use ChatGPT if you want to. Try to correct some grammar. Try to check, if this work was completely AI and I want to paraphrase it to at least reduce the AI nature, I can paraphrase it. I can just do humanize it to make you human. You can do all of this here. It's simple, and the account creating it is also simple. All right, but when I was using those days, I used to be a content writer for people online. I used to have a pro of this. We used to buy it, me and my friend used to buy it every month to give us leverage to do what we are doing. But now we are using it free, so you can use it. Alright, so that is that for internet research, and we are going to go to the next topic, which is data entry. Now, data entry, we are not going to waste time because we will cover a bit of it during our second class on workspace, Google Workspace tools. All right, so I'm going to just go straight to the point. Now, what is data entry? Data entry is like let's say your boss wants you to research some data and compile some data for him, or he can even give you data and ask you to compile the data for him. All right, so how to do it is that you use Excel or you use Google Sheets. All right, now there's not only Excel or Google Sheet that is used to do data entry, but those are the predominant tools you can use in doing Google data entry. So I'm not going to be wasting time with it, but I'm going to be showing you simply how to do it. And to do that, we come to Google like this, and then we click on new. Here we are going to come here again. We're going to type google.com because we want to access this Ruby icon. Click on the Ruby icon, and then we are going to click on Excel sheet. All right, remember I taught you. So click on sheet, and then click. I will just choose. Let me just choose Express Tech, and then click on OK. And then we now see that we have a plain sheet of Google sheet. So we can click here. I have not done anything with this. A new email. So I'll click on Spreadsheet. And then here we are. Remember, of course, in that second day, I'm just recapping what you already know, just trying to show you more. All right, so here you can see that these things we have here are called cells. These things that you have here are called cells, and this is where you compile your data. First, you have to understand that you can write your topic by merging these cells. You can just hold it and drag, just the way I'm doing. Hold it and drag. Let me just, first of all, okay, let me hold it and drag. and then let's say I want to mesh the whole of these 3 cells. So I can come here and I can see that we have mesh cells here, this one here. All right, mesh cells. I can click on it and the whole cell has been meshed. So I can now put here and put my topic. I said, and I'll put my topic. Sorry, let me undo because I'm pasting everything. So let me press 10 tools. Okay, so 10 project management tools for virtual assistant. Okay, so the thing fit directly into the 3 that I meshed. If you did not mesh, you can still extend it and still meshed it. All right, it's pretty simple like that. Now the 10 management tools are let's say this one is serial number. We have a serial number, and this one is the tools. This is how to arrange data entry, right? This one is the cost of the tools. You can put this one here as the value of the tools or the uses. Let's say the uses, and then that is it. So on the serial number, you can now click on 1. Under the tools, we have Trello. Then under the cost, maybe Trello costs $100. You can put $100 if it's there. Sorry. Okay, I'm looking for $100 sign. Okay, so I can put the $100, and then the uses is for what I wanted to put it. What is Trello used for? I'm giving you as a test. Tell me in the comment section, what is Trello used for? I taught you that in the former class. So we come here again, and then we put 2, and then here, then maybe we have let's say ChatGPT. ChatGPT is also one of the 2. What is the cost? Let's say it's $50. And then here, what is the tools for content generation? You can see that the generation crosses to the other 2. So all I have to do is hold it here and drag it. Sorry, hold this line at the top here, right? Hold the line at the top here and drag it. Let me do it. Hold the line here and drag it. Please, I want to get here. I'm cutting it. Hold it here and drag it, and the thing has fit in like this. So you can see that everything here is now looking uses, and now the thing is not arranged properly because like the uses, the costs, the tools, I was supposed to bold them, or I was supposed to underline them, or I was supposed to make them in capital letters. So ensure that your work is looking neat. I might not be here trying to arrange everything here because I don't want to waste time, but your own must be neat. So here I can also put number 3. And the ChatGPT, I can now put let's say I put Zapier, and then what is the cost? Zapier is $200. I'm just putting them, that's not the cost here. And then the price is automation is for automation. And then here, what is the thing? Let's say it's Quillboards, and then all of that. So you have to arrange. Let me just write Quillboard, and that will be the end for I don't want to be mentioning a lot of tools. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of mistake here. So let me put 1, and then the 2 is Quillboards, and then the price is $20, and then the thing is still contents let's say content humanize or content generation too. So that is that we now have all this. So you keep arranging them like that. Now let me explain something. There are a lot of things to do with Excel. All right, it goes beyond just inputting data. You know that most of you that know Excel is on a world on its own. It has to do with formulas. You have to do, but we will not waste. We don't have that package now. Right, to begin to teach you a lot of formulas, all of that. Some of you may not even venture into data entry field. All right, so what you will do is that with the basic you are learning now, it is good for you to go, and in case you need anything further, it is pretty simple to advance knowledge. There is no knowledge that is exhaustive. There's no knowledge that, oh, maybe you are watching this video, I will not teach you how to use Excel from beginning to the end. Even the author of Excel does not know Excel complete. I hope you know that. So there is no how when we're teaching you all the formulas, all of this. Every learning is day by day. So if data entry is your field, you now keep learning. But I'm teaching you the basic. That a virtual assistant, once you have this, you are good to go. That's why I'm giving you this. All right. But that's why I say subscribe to this channel. We bring in videos in all areas that help students. Who knows, tomorrow I may be making video on how to maybe 100 Excel formulas. If I even have that video, title in my notebook to make. It's just I've not make it. So subscribe to the channel, more will come. That's why I say this course is completely full. We are not holding anything, and it's because of this. All right, so you can put this, and then here if you want to bring in anything, you can just do it. All right, so for this, let's say we want to highlight it, and then let me highlight this, and then let's say I want to name it a color. Of course, you should know how to do that by now. And then that is it. So just here, and then choose a new color, and then there is, I want to put it in the center. Everything is in the center. The background color, I want it to be like this, and then there we go. So everything now is okay. So for the tools as well, I want to name them by putting the highlights, and then put it on blue. No, blue is not good. I put it on this color, put it to the tools here, and then let me just highlight the whole line instead of doing it one by one. I'll highlight the whole line and then give it this color, and you can see that everything is in that color. And then of course this topic here is supposed to highlight here, so I'll highlight it here and ensure that I meshed all of them. You can see that it has extended to that side. So for this, I will just do it. Let's say you have total here, you can put total, and then here you can just put the money of the total and all of that. So that's how to do it. And then of course, again, I said if you want to convert it to a bar chart or a pie chart, you can hold it here, drag everything down. You can hold it here, drag everything down, and then you can come here. You can come to where we have this thing here, and then you can see what you can do here. You can even format the cells, but we don't want to do that. See what you can do with all those cells here: the fill color, the center alignment, and blah 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 of this. Now let's come to the plus sign, and you can see that we can now bring in charts. All right, you can see charts here. Click on charts, and then under the charts, let's say we like this kind of chart. If we don't like it, we can click here and choose any of the charts. All right, but for now I like this one I'm seeing. So the legend is, I want it right, left, anyone, and then but I will leave it how it is. The title of the chart, I would like to choose the color that I have there. So no, sorry please. So I like to choose the color of the chart. Let me choose, there should be a place for color. Okay, yes, color, and then here I want to put it on let's say yellow. So come to basic, put on yellow, and then come here, and then we are back. So I can now click here on this good here, and then the chart has been the data has been completely converted to chart. Sorry, just hold it and drag it. You can put it in any location, and then your boss can see the graphical representation of this data, and then you can also continue. Remember as well that you can also, let me click on done. Remember as well that you can also bring in an image. To bring in an image, you can just tap on any cell, and then you can click on this plus. You can see image here. Now image here, you can bring in an image to a cell, or you can bring an image to overall to cover all cells. So let's say we want to bring image to cover cells. That's mostly what people do, not to bring into a cell, except there is a provision for that, or there's a need for that. So we can come to here, and then from Google, from my image, let's say let me just bring this and click on OK, and then here we have the image here. So I can now click on the image, pick it, and then keep it anywhere in case you have any screenshot or anything to use. That's how to do that. So data entry is pretty simple. It's just for you to do the data research, and then come to data entry software like data Google Sheet or Excel. If you're on laptop, you can do it. So I'm just showing you how to do it from laptop, of course, from phone. Of course, I have a video on how to do it from laptop, so check the video description for that video. And then the last but not the least topic is meeting arrangement. Now I'll be done soon, all right, but please pay attention to what I'm about to do. All right, so the meeting arrangement is, let's say you are a virtual assistant who is hired. Of course, remember I said from the beginning that there's no clear difference between a virtual assistant and a PA and what they call executive assistant. They are all the same things. The only difference is that virtual is you are doing it completely from home, virtual from home, all right, while executive assistant and PA, you might be there, all right, you might be there, all right, but some people call virtual assistant executive assistant. It's still the same thing, but most of the jobs of PA, you do them there. So let's say you are working in an organization where you are helping your boss to accomplish social tasks. Remember from the beginning I stated it clear that if you are helping your boss, it means that after your boss is you. so you might be under many people. That's why I taught you project management, because if you are working directly with your boss, you may be the one to manage a lot of projects, and give a lot of directions to your other workers. All right, so that's that. And then to let's say you are supposed to manage a meeting. Let's say a meeting is supposed to hold now. I'm supposed to manage it. Remember, a meeting is holding online, so I taught you how to use Google Meet, all right, from the second day. So how you are going to arrange the meeting and everything is what I'm about to teach you. Now, meeting arrangement, I divide it into three: what you will do before the meeting, what you will do after the meeting, and what you will do what you will do before the meeting, what you will do during the meeting, and what you will do after the meeting. Three things. So let's take it one by one. We'll soon be done, don't worry. All right, we'll soon be done, but I want to take time to ensure that I cover everything that you need. All right, so what you will do before the meeting is called meeting agenda. It's called meeting agenda. Pay attention. It's called meeting agenda. Now, in writing meeting agenda, you might be tempted to use something like Google Docs, MS Word, but that's not what I want you to do. I want you to do a completely different thing. I want you to use Canva to actually register on this and to actually do all of this. And now, even in our next class, we are going to be using Canva. There are a lot of topics here that we're going to be using Canva. Project manager, there are some of the topics here that we'll be using Canva. So you have to register on Canva if you don't have an account. Canva is a free software for content creators online, so you can just register on this. And lucky enough for you, I have a video for you on how to get a Canva Pro account completely for free. You are not paying any dime. I'm telling you the truth. You are not paying any single dime. The Canva Pro account is completely for free. So I have a simple method. I only give it to my students. So I will put in that video in the video description. If I don't post it in those who are in my group, I will also post it in the group as well, so that you can be. See, if I don't post it there, check on this channel. The video is here, so that you can be able to watch, get your Canva Pro account. Even if you don't have Canva Pro account, you can still do what I'm about to teach from a free account. All right. So I have to go to Google, and then here I will have to type Canva. Right, either you go to Play Store and download Canva, or you come here and type Canva. And let me log in. Sorry, okay, it's opening. Let me log in. It's still opening. Right now, you can download it as how did they call it? You can download it as an application from Play Store or iOS Store. But of course, you know me, I like using things from this particular website, how they call, from Chrome. So I come here and they're asking me either to sign up, or this is Canva, right? Either to sign up or to log in. I already have a Canva Pro. I even have up to 3 of them, but I'm using only one. So that's why you need to get that video to help you. So I'll click here, and then I'll now log in with any of my accounts. All these emails you see, I have Canva account with them, but I'm going to log into one of them, and I'm going to show you how to get meeting agenda done. Now, your own interface will not show black. I'm the one that customizes black. Your own interface will show white. All right, if you register and come here. So all you have to do is you can now come here, and here you remember I said what you will do before the meeting is meeting agenda. So come here and type meeting agenda template. All right, and click on enter, and the Canva is going to bring out a lot of templates for you. So you can see that we have a lot of templates. If I scroll, you can see that we have a lot of templates. So let's say I choose this first one here. I click on it, and you can see here. Let me zoom in so that you can see what we are doing, please. Okay, let me come back, and then this is it. I clicked on it, and then you can see that by the right hand side we are having customized. I don't know why it's not showing. Let me come back again, please. Let me load back, and then type in meeting agenda template, and then click on enter. You're going to enter, click on this one. It has entered, and you can see customize this template. I can click on customize template. So if you don't have a pro account, some of them are pro. You must have a pro before you use them, but there are still the ones for free that you can use, right? But then if you are using free one, it's also good. It's still good, man. It's still good, but you have to understand some of the ethics. So this is the free version. So because I click on customize, I can now click on any of them, and I can now change them. All right. So the meeting agenda is welcome and introduction, project overview. So if you want to change this to, let's say, opening prayer, so you can just click on it and then turn it to opening prayer. All right, and I can, so there's no need for you to go to place a Google and begin to type all these things. Just use templates from here, and then you can see that everything is here. Remember, I said, as a virtual assistant, you share a lot of links. You don't give most of all these things in this thing. So this is it. When you are done, of course, all the topics. Now, before you prepare meeting agenda, you have to liaise with your boss. Of course, you can send him a Google form to fill and tell you what and what he needs you to prepare in that meeting agenda. He will give you every information and you fill it here. Of course, here you can see that here I will delete it. I'll just delete it, and then you can delete this and put the company's logo. Now, for those of those of you who are in my group, I gave you a course on graphic designing. That course is a course on graphic design, how to do graphic designing with Canva. So if you take that course, I even advise you to take that course. It's a 3 hours course. If you take that course, you will be able to know how to use this Canva. So I might not be wasting time to show you how to use Canva, but if you take that course, it will help you. But if you're on this channel as well, check this channel, check on that playlist. You see graphic designing course. There are only 3 videos there, and that 3 video cover everything that you need to. In fact, the first video shows you how to use Canva. The second video now shows you how to do graphics and all of that. So you can see that if I deleted something here, if I want to bring in something, so if I want to bring in the company's logo, so I can put it here. I can now, let me zoom in and click on file. Then you can see that there's a place here. There should be a place. Let me zoom out again. Click on more, and then you can see there's a place here where you can now upload something. Please kindly visit that video. I may not be wasting time because this is phone, but it is very pretty simple on that video, how to import and all of that. And of course, watch the one on how to do this topic now on laptop. It shows more clearly how to do it. So you import your logo, put it here, edit all these things. If the time is this, you can click this and put 10 o'clock. If the time is 10 o'clock, then attendee, people that will attend the meeting, you can just leave this attendees for now. All right, but you can just put people who are supposed to attend. Maybe the HR is supposed to attend. All of that, you can put the date and everything. Then you can delete this, put the company's website, then delete this, put your own phone number or the company's phone number, everything, email, everything should be ready. And then once you are edited it and everything is now ready, now of course here, this is the agenda, this is the topic, these are the people in charge. Most of you know how to do this meeting agenda. It's simple. I don't want to be wasting time here, please. So people in charge, just see this, it's okay. So all you have to do is when you are done, you can now click on share. You have share up here, and then when you click on share, you can now see that we have share link. Or let's click on more, and you can see, let me zoom in, and you can see that we have share link, public view link. All right, you can click on public view link, and then the link will come up, and then you now click on create public view link, and then you can now copy the link. The link has already been copied. Then you can now send it to your boss or send it to the platform where you people are having your meeting or anything, and then you can be able to access this thing a day to that meeting. So that's pretty simple. Now, if you don't want to send them the link, you can also put their email, so that once you put their email, this thing will automatically be sent to their email. To do that, you can still come and share, and then you can still see invite, this first one here, click on it and can put their emails. When you put their email and click, it will be sent directly to their email. All right, but before then, ensure that you put it on anyone with a link to see. I've been telling you that here, anyone with a link to see. All right, so that is that to create meeting agenda. But of course, assign and schedule, the Google form you're going to be sending to your boss is going to help you to know who and who is going to be in charge of this and all of that. Or you can even put a call across to him or her, and he's going to guide you on whatever that is going to take place there. Now, the second thing is during the meeting. Now, during the meeting, you're going to be doing 2 things. That's jot down important points during the meeting, so that you can be able to create 2 things. During the meeting, you're supposed to create 2 things. Number 1, meeting minutes. Number 2, meeting notes. There are 2 different things. Meeting minute is you taking everything word for word from beginning to the end. And then meeting note is you taking important points of the meeting, right? Important points of the meeting. So for you to do these two things, you can't do these two things, because especially the meeting minute, you can't be taking everything word for word. So you have to use an AI or another software to record whatever you may be doing. All right, so I prefer that you use an AI called Fireflies or an AI called Otter. Let me be showing you, please. Let me be showing you live. So we have Otter AI, and then this thing I'm going to be doing, not going to be showing you, please. These Fireflies, this Otter AI, please. This one here, Otter AI. So you can use it as well. I don't like using Otter AI, but it's good to also use it. So you can use it if you want to. Then the second AI is called Read AI. It's called Read AI. Click on it, and then you can see that we have Read AI here, www.read.ai. So you can use it to register, record your meeting live. Now, for the purpose of this virtual assistant, I want you to use two software. Number one is Phantom. I'm also not going to be showing you how to use Phantom, but Phantom is the best to record. In fact, all the live classes I'm having at Express Tech, I use Phantom. But for virtual assistant, when I was learning it, they taught me how to use Fireflies. And for my first job, I use Fireflies. So that's why I usually teach Fireflies. Alright, so I'll come here and put Fireflies. Fire with the flies. Is it fire with the fly or fireflies? I beg, let's just leave it. Fireflies.ai. Alright, so I can click on it. It's simple. Register with your email or your Google account, and it will take you to the interface. But this is the interface. They're going to ask me whether to get started or this, but I want to continue, right? So I can click on continue, and then all right, so the thing is actually asking me to create another account. Meanwhile, I have over 3 emails in this phone that I can actually easily register. So I don't know, maybe the problem could be from my phone. So to do that, I want you to watch the video I'm putting on the video description on how to do it from laptop. I thought on how to do that one, but how it's going to be, the summary of it is that you're going to register on Fireflies, and then you're going to use that Fireflies to you are going to connect it with your Google Meet, so that anytime that you have a Google Meet meeting, sometimes you can put it on automatic, and it will automatically recording your meetings. Sometimes you can use it to schedule a meeting from there. Please watch that video in the video description how to use it with a laptop. I teach on how to do that. So it's going to record your meeting, and after it records your meeting, it's going to also help you to transcribe the meeting. The same thing with Phantom. Phantom is also, I've also planned to make a video on how to use Phantom to record the meeting and transcribe a meeting. So I'm going to do that shortly. Because this course is taking my time, but at the end of this course, I should be able to start making more videos for other things. So I'm going to make that video so that I can use it. Phantom Fireflies are the best I've ever seen, and the best I've been using. So they will record your meeting no matter how long the meeting is, and then they will transcribe it. All you have to do is now read it one by one and do corrections, grammatical error, and all of that. So watch that video in the video description how to use this course, but go to the end. I teach on how to use Fireflies, and then of course stick around the channel. I'm going to be dropping that video on how to use Phantom to record your meetings and transcribe. So what you'll be doing during the meeting is simply taking notes. If there's any important thing, you write it down. If there's any important thing, you write it down. Now, at the end of the meeting, what you're now going to be doing is, of course, part of this Fireflies is recording the meeting is part of, do what you're doing during the meeting, but transcribing it is what you will do after the meeting. So after the meeting, you now check the meeting that you record, and now begin to transcribe it and then convert it to minutes. So after you transcribe it, you copy it to your Google Docs. Then from Google Docs, you can now begin to correct the grammar. You can of course use Grammarly, or you can of course use Quillbot to correct some of the grammars and check everything that is not correct. But ensure that you read it from beginning to the end, especially when it has to do with names. If your boss mention, hey Dennis Onigan, what were their last assignment? Did you complete it? The AI may not know how to spell Dennis. He may know how to spell Dennis because Dennis is popular, but he may not know how to spell my surname Oniga. He might did a mistake. So you have to read it sequentially, one word by word, and correct it. That's your job as a virtual assistant. And then when you are done, and then you now prepare it in a document, Word document, and then of course you know how to do that. Now the last thing I want to teach is how to now get a Google meeting note. So during the meeting, you must have jot down some important things, right? So all I want you to do is I want you to come to Canva. Let me come to Canva. I just finished Canva now. I just use Canva. Okay, come to Canva. And then type work here. You have to type what you now type is meeting minute template. All right. Remember the first one we did was meeting agenda template. This one is meeting minute template. Remember, meeting minute is the summary of everything that takes place. So you can see all these things here. You cannot choose anyone that best fits you, anyone that you like to use. So let's say I like this one. I click on it and then I click on customize. And then I'm now going to be using it to summarize. This summary can be sent to only your boss, all right? Or except he asks you to share it with other people. But the meeting minutes, you are going to read it during the next meeting. Of course, you know how all these things are run, right? You're going to read it during it. So this meeting minutes, sorry, this is meeting minutes, and of course, you're going to title it the date, the same date you put in the meeting agenda, how many people attended, you write them here, and of course, the meeting, the agenda, you just write brief summary of the agenda, and then updates, what your boss updated or what any other person updated, then the action items. So, of course, when you are in a meeting, you jot down. This one is not AI that is doing it. You are the one that attended the meeting and took these things down. Or if you did not get everything correctly, you can take that meeting minutes that transcribe, that Fireflies or Phantom transcribe to you. You can actually what would I want to say? You can actually take that minute to any software, any AI like ChatGPT or any Gemini to ask you to summarize this thing into a minute note, picking out important points from there. And the team will do it for you. You just copy it and try to put it here. Then the final announcement, and then of course remember to put the logo of the company, and then blah blah blah, all of this. So that is pretty simple, and this is how to do. We have come to the end of this class, right? Now, of course, we have talked about data entry, the internet research, and meeting arrangement from your phone. There are a lot of people who have this phone. You don't know that you can do a lot of things from this phone. See, I started off with this phone, and let this phone not be your barrier. All right. So some of the things that we are doing here, your boss, you may be doing a clean job from here. Your boss may not even know that you are doing it from phone. So except there are some jobs that need you must require a laptop. If not, most of the jobs you can do them from your phone or laptop. So thank you so much for sticking with this video from the beginning to the end. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting when I say you should do. And then God bless you. I will see you in the next video. Please kindly subscribe and recommend this channel to your fellows. Next class is mind blowing. It's going to be a topic that you're going to like, and we're going to be using Canva in the next class. So that's why I want you to actually watch that video so I can get Canva Pro account for free. It's free. Nobody's paying me anything. I'm just giving it to you. Thank you. I'll see you then.